You said?
Yeah, Pena Pindupama Sutta.
Yeah.
So what I was thinking is, how do we practice the five aggregates? And the best sutta for practice is Pena Pindupama Sutta, where we can do it for entire waking time. And that sutta, in fact, is for that. Actually, we were to practice correct way, we will come to know whether we have reached Sotapanna or we have reached Sakadagami, Anagami, Arhat in the same sutta. No need for any other sutta for us to say that whether we have reached wherever we have reached. That's a very good sutta. So the question comes about, have I reached somewhere? So for that, this sutta on Rupa. First we will take Rupa. A very nice one. The sutta is in Sanyukta Nikaya 22.95. So in case if somebody, either one of you want to open it up, you can open in Sinhala edition or in English or whatever you prefer. It is SN 22.95. So what is Rupa? So basically there are various definitions given about Rupa. If you go to Abhidhamma, then you have one definition. If you go by Sariputta's commentary, there is another definition. Then if you go by Majjhima Nikaya and Digha Nikaya, and in Digha Nikaya DN 34, DN 33, and 34, the suttas, the Suttara Sutta and Sangiti Sutta. Then there is explanation of Rupa. Then if we go to the another sutta in the Sanyukta Nikaya, where Khajjiniya Sutta, then again the Rupa is explained in a different way. So many of us might get confused with so many different ways of looking at Rupa. What is Rupa? So in the Sanyukta Nikaya, in Khanda Vibhanga, you will find various definition, various explanation based upon the mentality of the person on the five aggregates. So Khanda Vagga, we were to go through in the Sanyukta Nikaya, one or the other sutta will help you to tell you whether you have come out of Sakhya Ditti or not. Okay. And the verification can be done in the Chula Vedala Sutta. That is how you can compare between MN 44, MN 43, that is Mahavedala Sutta, Chula Vedala Sutta, or any sutta in the Sanyukta Nikaya wherein you go to Khandavagga. So the sutta what we have taken, Pena Pindupama Sutta, comes in the Khandavagga, is 22.95. So instead of struggling to understand Rupa, Vedana, Sanya, Sankhara, Vinyasa, can I really see for myself from a Puttujana point of view and see whether I am a Sotapanna or not? The difference between Puttujana and Sotapanna can be seen there in that sutta. And from a Sotapanna to Sakadagami, from a Sakadagami to Anagami can be seen. Okay. So there is a four-liner one and a detailed one in the same sutta. If you go by the 4-5-liner one, he says, Pena Pindupamam Rupam Vedana Bubulupama Marichupamancha Sanya Sankhara Kadalupama Maya Upamancha Vinyanam Desita Ditta Bandhu. So now that is sufficient to understand all these five aggregates. But then he gives a complete picturization, explanation as Ritta and Shunya, like that. Tucha and Shunya. He thinks. Ritta, Tucha, Shunya. Now, if I am a Puttujana, I have no idea about the five aggregates. So the very first time I am being introduced to the five aggregates. So let's say I am a Puttujana, and some friend like Lasanta, who is a Kalyana Mitra or Kalyana Mitra, or a noble friend, introduced me to the Buddha teaching, and he says, Vilas, why don't you read SN 22.95? And I'm a Puttujana. So let us say Lasanta is a Sotapanna, and I'm a Puttujana. Now, by the end of under explanation of the five aggregates by Lasanta, I should get into Sotapanna, because Lasanta is a Sotapanna. Okay, that is the rule. If I am already a Sotapanna and Lasanta is also Sotapanna, then we both will understand it immediately. If I am a Sakadagami and Lasanta is a Sotapanna, or Lasanta is a Sakadagami and I am a Sotapanna, then Lasanta will go into very detail about the five aggregate example. Now, what it means is, he will start seeing everything as what is indicated in the sutta. So, the possession orientation that you grasp, the upadana, reduces a lot in that person. So, if I am a Sakadagami, or if Lasanta is a Sakadagami, or Nayak, if you are a Sakadagami, and then your attachment towards these five aggregates will so much reduce that you find relief out of it. Not that you are not a Sotapanna. It's a five aggregates, you are seeing it separately, but now you are losing interest on the five aggregate itself. And if Lasanta is an Anagami, or I am Anagami, or Nayak, if you are an Anagami, then the Kamachanda and Vyapada is not at all there in this five aggregate. And if I am an Arhat, or Lasanta is an Arhat, or you are an Arhat, then you only see five aggregates, Panchakhanda, than five Upadana Khanda. There's one sutta where Buddha explains the five Khandas and the five Upadana Khandas. He says, what is five Khandas and what is five Upadana? So that is meant for an Arhat. That is not meant for a Sekha, which includes Sotapanna, Sakadagami, Anagami. So we are Sekha. If for an Arhat, it is very simple that he sees it as only five Khanda, not five Upadana Khanda. So unless we remove Avijja in the five aggregates, we still have an attachment, but not in that way, not in the Kamachanda way. But Ruparaga, Aruparaga way is there. Because the Rupa has already Arupa in it. Or if I say Arupa, it has Rupa in it. So there's nothing called as pure Rupa and pure Arupa. Arupa has Rupa in it. So the practice here is to let go of Arupa and the Rupa, both together. And then what should happen? At Arhat, the Rupa becomes Nibiddha, Vedana becomes Upekha, Sanya becomes Anicca, Sankhara becomes Samatha, Vijnana becomes Nirodha. This is what I need to have. Now my question can come, where it is written like that. Now if you go to any sutta where Buddha explains Nibiddhaya, Viragaya, Nirodhaya, Upasamaya, Abhinyaya, Sambodhaya, Nibbanaya, okay, wherever that is explained, the Rupa should be discerned. Iti Rupa, iti Rupasa Samudayo, iti Rupasa Attangamo. Iti Vedana Samudaya, iti Vedana Attangamo. Like that. So if I am able to understand the Rupa properly, then the Nibbida happens. So if nibbida happens, the viraga happens. If viraga happens, the nirodha happens, and the upasamaya happens, abhinyaya happens, sambodhaya, nibbana is happen. So now when rupa is completely understood, both arupa and rupa, both together, understood properly, then the Vedana automatically becomes upekha. Where it is written, in the Salayatana Vibhanga Sutta, it is written that it should have upekha. Simple. Okay. So there is proof. Somebody says, show me the proof, there is a proof. Then sanya, anicca sanya, that everybody knows. So sanya is always nicha sanya, but you should have anicca sanya. That is straightforward. Sankhara, sabba sankhara samato. Sankhara should become samatha. And vinyana, vinyanasa nirodena yattesam uparujjati. So vinyana is nirodha. So now if I am an arhat, I have experienced all the 5 aggregates in this way. Done. There is no more test to be given. So if I were to go by the sutta which explains how do you declare yourself to be an arhat, I can go by that and I can declare I am an arhat. Now can I know how am I am Sakadagami or a Sotapanna or Anagami? There are various ways you can declare. And one of the best way to declare is Pena Pindupama Sutta. Okay. Now let's start. First thing I need to understand as a Puttujana is there are 5 aggregates. Do I agree there are 5 aggregates? I don't agree. So I don't have faith in Buddha, Dhamma, Sangha. Simple. Why? Because I have not experienced the 5 aggregates. So now I can't just accept it. Just like what Buddha says to the Kalama. Don't go by tradition, don't go by testimony, don't go by what teacher is saying, etc. etc. The Puttujana has to really see what is Rupa. Ahara samudayo, Rupa samudayo. Simple. So I should really see whether any Rupa, sabbe satta aharatika, can sustain, the body can grow automatically. Whether it's a plant, an animal, it's a human being, or whatever it is, can it sustain without any food? And the answer is no. So, sabbe satta aharatika. There is kabalinka ahara, that is solid food, olarika or sukuma. So now, as a Puttujana, I start to see and I see, yes, what Buddha is saying is right. Without food, can anything grow? Nothing can grow. If there is a tree or a creeper or a plant or a shrub or whatever it is, including grass, it requires water, it requires mud. Otherwise, it will not grow. Same thing with this body. It to feed in the morning, again feed in the afternoon, again feed in the evening, for the body to grow. Otherwise, it will not grow. It will decay and die. So very simple. And what does a Rupa consist of? It should consist of Patavi Dhatu. Whether it is a plant or an animal or a human body or whatever it is, it should have Patavi Dhatu. So can I see Patavi Dhatu? Yes, you can see. Can I see Apo Dhatu? Yes, you can see. And what is Dhatu? Dhatu means quality. So just a Nibbana Dhatu. Nibbana Dhatu means it's the quality of Nibbana. So all quality means Dhatu. So Patavi Dhatu means a quality of Patavi. Is hardness and softness. Simple. The quality. Apo Dhatu. It is flowing and it has cohesion. You can, if it is with solid, it binds the solid. Okay, Tejo Dhatu, heat and cold. Vayu Dhatu, movement. Inflation and deflation, part of Vayu. Akasha Dhatu, space. The quality of Akasha is to expand. Space expands. And that's true. Scientifically also true. By Buddha Dhamma also is true. So now I can discern what is Rupa. Now if I am able to do that correctly, then the Ajjata Bahidha will not be there. So the moment I lose Ajjata Bahidha, then I have reached Sotapanna state. Why? Because the experience will become neutral, upekha. And the sanya was nicha sanya, now it becomes anicca sanya. For that moment, anicca sanya. Immediately the sankharas are in samatha. And the vinyana which was saying that this is vilas or this is lasanta, this is nayak and this is my home and that is this and this is that, which was doing it, will have nirodha. Now I have reached Sotapanna. Very simple. Now if I were to ask, am I a Sotapanna? Whom should I ask? I should ask in the Penapinda Upama Sutta. Have I understood? The example what is giving on the Rupa is he takes people to the Ganges, Ganga, and he shows home. And he says, is there any Ritta? Tucha? There's nothing there. And Shunya. You can't take that and say this is mine. Similarly, you can't take this to be mine. It's the same thing. No different. So can I do Ajjata Bahidha in that? If yes, really I am able to do it. Yes, sir. Have you experienced it like that? Yes, sir. So the Ajjata Bahidha is gone? Yes, sir. Have you only seen it as Patavi? Yes, sir. Then you are a stream entry. Why? Now you have the faith in Buddha, Dhamma, Sangha. Because Sila is completely developed, you are able to see it. If Sila is not developed, you can't see it. No matter how much I try, I might understand it very intellectually, I might debate with people and all that. But I personally has not experienced the Ajjata Bahidha removal. I still feel Lasanta is different, I am different. That's it. Nothing anybody can do because the Vijnana has not become Nirodha. It is still active. As long as the Vijnana is active, it will divide. It will divide. Say this is you and he. It will discriminate. The job of Vijnana is to discriminate, and hence it's a magician. Maya upamancha Vijnanam. That it's a magician. If I think he is Lasanta, it will make me experience Lasanta. If I say this is Nayak, it will make me experience Nayak, even though there is no Nayak, there is no Lasanta, but an experience. Now that experience is true because it is Nicha Sanya. No matter how much I talk about Anicca, but experience is Nicha Sanya. If the Sanya is Nicha, then the Sankhara will be no Samatha. If Sankhara is no Samatha, the feeling is Sukha Vedana if he is my friend, Dukha Vedana if he is my enemy. No matter how much I try, how much ever I try on the Buddha Dhamma, I might know a lot of Sinhala Pali words. I might have done PhD in Buddha teaching. And I have a certificate which shows I have done PhD in Buddha teaching. Not of any use. Why? Because it is not working out. I can't see the Nibbidha at all. So the Viraga will never happen. If Viraga never happens, then Nirodha will never happen. If Nirodha doesn't happen, Upasamaya will not happen. If Upasamaya is not happen, then Abhinyaya is not going to happen. If Abhinyaya doesn't happen, Sambodhaya, the Four Noble Truths, will not be seen. I might do PhD in Four Noble Truths, that is separate. But I myself have not experienced the Four Noble Truths. I might say Jati Pidukka, Jara Pidukka, and I can even say Jati Api or Jati Pi. I can write book on that. Whether it should be Api or Pi, or which is right, which is wrong, and whether Sinhala edition is right, or this Burmese edition is right, or Thai edition is right, or whatever that is. But it has not given me any experience except for theory. The first thing I need to do is to experience 22.95. If I have experience or real, the Ajjata Bahidda will go away, just like in the Maharahulavada Sutta, MN 62, where Buddha explains to Rahula that be like earth, be like water, be like air, be like fire, be like space. And he says there is no Ajjata, there is no Bahidda. Are you able to see that, Rahula? And Rahula says, yes. Now I am able to see. Like that, I should be able to see. Like that, exactly like that. If yes, then only the Saddha on Buddha Dhamma Sangha happen. Otherwise, I might say, Itipiso Bhagava Araham Samma Sambuddho. That is okay. That is a ritual. That is Sila Bitta Paramasa. It is not really an experience. I am just reciting Gatha. It's good. It gives me Punya Anumodana, which is nice. But there is no experience. So I need to see whether I have experienced Pena Pindupama Sutta or any sutta in the Kanda Vibhanga or Kanda Vagga of the Sanyukta Nikaya. Any sutta from 22.35, 22.100 and whatever that numbers are. Any sutta in 22, I should be able to experience based upon my mentality. Some people, or I might get Kajaniya Sutta, okay, great, enjoy. Or some other sutta, or Udana Sutta, or some other sutta, it's okay. But I need to experience 5 aggregate. That's the first thing. Have I experienced 5 aggregates? Yes. If yes, 100% you are a Sotapanna. 100%. Don't have to go and ask anyone. I don't have to go and ask any Thero. Tell me, Thero, am I a Sotapanna? I myself know that I am a Sotapanna. I don't have to go and ask, am I a Sakadagami? If I am able to experience the Nibbidha happening much more than what happened in the Sotapanna stage, then I know, because I am in Upekha. I am experiencing Upekha. So there is no need for me to go and ask somebody, am I experiencing Upekha? Tell me. No. Who should tell me? The Sutta is telling you. What else is required? Simple. So the first thing I need to understand is the Rupa. Have I understood Rupa? He asked this to Ananda also. Ananda, have you understood Rupa? Have you clearly understood Rupa? If yes, good. You are on the path. So as a Puttujana, I might or might not understand. Why? It is dependent on 4 factors. First factor is, what is my state? Am I a Neya? Am I a Padaparma? Am I a Vipachitanyu? Or am I a Ugatitanyu? What one is mine? I need to see. If I am a Padaparma, I will remain as a Puttujana. But I will have some faith in Buddha, because I will pray and I will worship Buddha. It's nice, but I wouldn't have any experience. I am not a Sotapanna, cannot be Sotapanna in this life, no matter how much I do. But I will be an Anugami of Sotapanna, so in the next life I will become Sotapanna. I can check myself. So if I read that sutta, I understood the sutta. Very simple. It says that go to Ganga and stand there, you see the foam, you take it to be yours. And I say, nobody takes it. Then I come to Vedana, it's like bubulupama, like a water drops coming and falling on your body or on the floor. So that is what the feeling is. Do you see anything there? I understood. Then Sanya, he says that it'll a marichupamancha, just like going in a desert and searching for water. I understand. The Sankhara is like Kadalupama, just like a plantain leaf and then the plantain stem. And I keep on opening the plantain stem, and ultimately there's no stem inside. There's asara. There's no sara in. And Vijnana is a magician. I've seen a magician performing on the four crossroads, and people are standing, they're clapping and they're giggling and they're doing all of that. And I see the magician, what he's doing. I understood. After 5-10 minutes, get all about it. If yes, then nothing I can do because I am a Padaparma. Nothing I can do except for going and praying Buddha or worshipping Buddha. Nothing I can do in this life. I can try to read the sutta, I can do everything. Fine, good effort. But in the next life, I will be a Sotapan. Not in this life. What about Neya? Good question. Now I need many explanations. So I need to go through the Kanda Vagga. More and more and more and more, and ultimately one of that sutta will hit me. Got it. So I became a Sotapan. Because to be a Sotapanna, number one, I need to have 4 factors. Other than these 4, what I am talking about. One is Rupam Atato Samanupasati. Rupavantam va Attanam. Attanam va Rupam. Rupasmim va Atta. I should be able to penetrate into all these 4. In each one of them. In Rupa, Vedana, Sanya, Sankhara, Vijnana. If I am not able to do so, even though it is in Sinhala or in English or in whichever language it is, if I cannot experience it, again it proves that I am a Puttujana. Meaning I am a Padaparama. I am fortunate to come into the Buddha Dhamma, agreed, but as a fruit, I am still a Padaparama because I can't get any fruit, no matter how much I try. Even Buddha can come and teach me, but nothing I can get personally. It's not possible. Because my mentality is not in that way. So nothing anybody can do. So the minimum requirement is Neya. How do I know I am a Neya? Well, when I read any one of the sutta, I am able to understand. It's a Neya. Okay. Now let us stop with Neya. Whatever we are doing is not for Padaparma. We are talking from Neya point of view. If I am a Neya, I know I am a Neya, then I am going through the Pena Pindupama Sutta. And I am going through the example or the simile what he has given. That what do you mean by Rupa? Now the Sati is on that for a long period of time. The Saddha happened. So Sati, Saddha. Virya. I'll put energy to understand. Virya happened. Sati, Saddha, Virya. Samadhi, Panya. So the 5 Indriyas are developed. Only Sotapanna can have this. And there's a sutta where Buddha says these 5 Indriyas are only developed in Sotapanna, not in Puttujana. So I will never have Sati. Sati is a driver. The car will not move. One wheel, the front wheel, had two front wheels. One is saddha, one is virya. And the two back wheels is one is samadhi, one is panya. Driver is sati. And that driver is padaparma. He cannot start the car. Without sati patthana, nothing can be accomplished. So to understand the five aggregates, I need to have sati patthana. If I don't have sati patthana, because that is the first factor of awakening. 37 factors. First factor is chattaro sati patthana. Then comes sammapadana. So then iddipada, then pancha indriya, then pancha bala, satta bojjhanga, arya attangika magga, totaling 37. So if I want to say I am a sotapanna, I should have crossed all the 37. Meaning I should have completed 137 to become a sotapanna. The second time 37 sakadagami, the third time 37 anagami, the fourth time 37 arhat. In 5 aggregates. Nothing that I need to do. Only 5 aggregates. So now what we are talking is Neya. And the Neya is reading Penapindu Upama Sutta. Whether he is listening from a Thero or listening from a Dhamma friend, or listening from wherever he is listening on YouTube or whatever he is listening, or he himself is reading, he will get a aha moment or a wow moment and say, wow, I now understood. And at that moment, the three fetters are gone. So first, Sakkaya Ditti is gone, and because of that, the Sila Bhitta Paramasa is gone. So now I don't have to do this worshipping of Buddha, Dhamma, Sangha, because that was just a ritual. Now I have faith itself, because I am able to see what is five aggregate. So I have come into the stream, because the Sakkaya Ditti is gone. And because of that, the Visikiccha itself is not there. There is no doubt now. I was doubting because I don't know where I am, whether I am in Sotapanna or no Sotapanna. That was my doubt. Whether I am an Anugami or I am a Sotapanna, I don't know. So I keep on asking a Theru or a Bhante. Tell me where am I have reached or what. He'll say something and then I say, oh, is it I have not reached? Okay, what should I do? Or I can ask my Kalyana Mitra saying that a friend tell me whether I have reached Sotapanna and he'll give me something and then I say, oh, is it okay? I don't know. But here, I can cross verify by another means. I can go to the DN 15, Mahaparibbana Sutta, and I can look at mirror reflection, and now I can say, confidently say, that I am a Sotapanna because I am able to see five aggregates. Panchakhanda. And at that moment there is no upadana. Because Ajjatta Bahidda is gone. So there is no upadana. Upadana is going to be there when I see it separated. When there is no separation, what is there to hold? There is nothing to hold because there is no craving. The craving is there because I am here and that is there. When the I am here and that is there, ittha bhava, anyatha bhava is not there. Where is the question of craving? There is no craving. Tanha khayo virago nirodho nibbana. So I am in nibbana. At that moment, the raga khaya, dosa khaya, moha khaya has happened. So I can experience nibbana for a limited period, but that is good enough. I know now I have experienced nibbana. I have faith in Buddha Dhamma Sangha because my sila is established. So sila with saddha in Buddha Dhamma Sangha makes me a sotapanna. I know I am a sotapanna. I don't have to prove to anyone. I have to prove to myself. Whom else I have to prove? I have to prove to myself only. I am, see, who is dying? I am dying. So who should know? I should only know. It doesn't matter whether somebody believes it, somebody doesn't believe it. How does it matter? The person who is dying, gati, the destiny, that person should know whether it is a sotapanna or not, whether somebody knows or not, what's the problem. So I should be able to see the yo dhammam pasati, so mam pasati, I should be able to see. I'm able to see. Now, from Neya, I have seen that I am a sotapanna. Fine. So I have seen Hena Pindupama as Hena Pindupama. So my attraction to this body is not there. Why? Nibbidha has happened. What is Nibbidha? Is disillusionment. I have come out of illusion. I was thinking I am this body. So Rupam Attato Samanupasati. This Rupa is mine. Rupa Vantam va Attanam. I am thinking I am so looking so nice. So somebody says, Vilas, you look so young. Or they might say, you look so old. Only two things they can say. If they say young, I feel very happy. If they say, Vilas, you look so aged, I feel very sad. That means, Rupavantam va Attanam. Attani va Rupam. That means I am inside this body. Whatever I am is inside this body. Then, Rupasmim va Attanam. Asmimana is there on the Rupa. So the mana has come, vanity has come. See how I have maintained my body. And now we come to Vedana. Same thing. What is Vedana here? Vedana is the experience. I am experiencing three. Sukha Vedana, Dukkha Vedana, Adukha Sukha Vedana, which I don't know as a Geha householder. No idea on the neutral. Only about Sukha Vedana and Dukkha Vedana, which is experience. Am I experiencing Sukha? Yes. How? Vedana Attato Samanupasati. This experience is mine. This is my experience. How? Your experience. Yes, it's my experience. Great. Vedana Vantam va Attanam. Now I am the experiencer. Just like I am a Rupavanta, I am a Vedanavanta. That means I am the experiencer of an experience. So there is an experiencer and an experience. And because of that, Vedana Namba Atta. I am the experience or the experience itself. Because Rupa is experiencing, so there should be some experience, right? I'm experiencing. How do you experience? Chakku, Sota, Ana, Jivha, Kaya, Mano. That's my experience. So now, whatever is experienced has to be symbolized. So that is Sanya. Then Sankhara. Then Vinya. So if I am a Sotapanna, for that moment I have done Samatha. But when I am a Sakadagami, a magic thing happens. The magic thing here is he loses interest on the Rupa. Because he'll see there is no Rupa like that. Rupam Attato Samanupasati goes down. Rupavantam va Attanam goes down. Rupasmim va Atta goes down. Like that. Now same thing with Vedana, Sanya, Sankhara, Vijnana. Now this vijnana, especially vijnana, it loses, it means it becomes more purified, meaning it can discriminate. Yoniso manasikara happens. It able to see that what is telling as wife or a daughter or a son or a house or money or whatever it is just nama rupa. There is no real thing there. So he loses interest. So the nibbidha brings in viraga, and that brings in nirodha. Then that becomes cool. He feels so nice. Upasama, upasamaya. And now he is able to see in a different way, abhinyaya. Then he has seen the Four Noble Truths for himself, sambodhaya. And this nibbana in a sakadagami is long. It's not short like a sotapanna. It's long. Because he's not getting pulled away by the senses. So the indriya samvara has happened in a much better way than a sotapanna. Why? Because he doesn't do nimitta, he is doing animitta. And nana byanjana, not doing. That means he doesn't describe. He doesn't describe his experience. He doesn't describe the sanya, the perception. He doesn't describe the sankharas. He doesn't describe the vijnana. He doesn't describe the rupa. Now, once that is achieved, he can now see for himself that the kama chanda itself is not there. Why? Because of two reasons. Rupam attato samanupasati, gone. Rupavantam va attanam is gone. Attani va rupam, very little. And rupasmim va atta is there. This asmimana will go only at arhat. That is there. But these two are not there. Rupam attata samanapasati is completely gone. And rupasmim va atta. Sorry. Rupavantam va atta. Not there. Vedanavantam va atta is not there. Sanyavanta va atta is not there. Sankharavanta va atta is not there. Vijnanavanta va atta is not. This is the major thing. It's very major because that feeling itself is not there. So the kama chanda requires this feeling. When that itself is not there, there is no kama chanda. Because all that he sees is udaya vyaya. He doesn't see anything else other than udaya vyaya jnana. So 5 into 5, 25 into 2, 50. So he can see the udaya vyaya jnana 50 ways. He knows how rupa comes. He knows how vedana comes. He knows how sankhara comes. He knows how sanya, sankhara, vijnana comes. There is nothing required. So he is truly an anagami. Why? Because the kama chanda requires this. Requires rupavantam is required. Vedanavantam is required. Sanyavantam is required. Not there. So he cannot be anything less than an anagami. If I were to claim an anagami, I should see whether I am experiencing like that. If I am claiming to be a sakadagami, I should see whether I am seeing like that. That means that interest is gone. Because there is nothing to possess. What am I possessing? Rupa, Vedana, Sanya, Sankhara, Vijnana. What else will I possess? There's no need. So it becomes very simple now. Very, very simple. So I can use Pena Pindupama Sutta to experience what should be experienced. Or I can use, if that is not helping me, I can use another simile of Putta Mamsa Sutta. There again I can discern whether I am reached or not. These two sutta I can take and compare and see whether I am getting that experience or not. And I also come to know whether I am a Sujana, whether I am a Padaparma, whether I am a Neya, Vipachitanyu, Patitanyu. I will come to know whether I have anything of that. If I am a Vipachitanyu, Tena Pindupamam Rupam Vedana Bubulupama Marichupamansa Sanya Sankara Kadalupama Maya Upamancha Vinyanam Daditta Banduna Sotapanna Sakadagami Anagami happened. No need for further explanation. If I am a Neya, that whole sutta, the starting one till the end, I need to read many times. Why? Because with that I cannot really understand. Meaning, understand to this level. You can just understand as an understand, whether Sinhala or English or whatever language, I can understand. Or some video I'm watching of some Thero or a Bhante, I can understand, but not the real experience. I'm only getting a theoretical experience, but I'm not getting a practical experience. Meaning, when I see Lasanta or Nayak, I should be able to see them as 5 aggregates, nothing else. Is that true? That's a question I need to ask. It's not how much Dhamma I know. It is, am I really seeing it like that? The Ajjatta Bahidda is gone. Is it gone? That's a question. If yes, achieved. If not, practice. So I can use Pena Pindupama Sutta only for this, and I can really see for myself whether I am a Sotapanna or a Sakadagami or Anagami and even an Arhat. I can see. Because I can verify in Rupa Nibiddha, in Vedana Upekha, in Sanya Anicca, in Sankhara Samatha, and in Vinyana Nirodha. So Nama Rupa Nirodho, Vinyana Nirodha. Passa Nirodha, Vedana Nirodho, Sanya Nirodho, Sankhara Nirodha. Ahara Nirodha, Rupa Nirodha. I've experienced. And that's it. Nothing that I need to do in this life. Because I have experienced. I have seen it. I have Dhamma Chakku. I've seen it through Dhamma. The Chakku has opened up. Chakkum Udapadi, Jnanam Udapadi, Panya Udapadi, Aloko. Now I can really say, reach this place. Because I might be a Neya, or I know I'm a Vipachitanyu, or even more easy, Ugatitanyu. How do I come to know? Any one-liner is sufficient. So, Anichavata Sankhara Upadaya Dhammino Upajitva Nirujjanti Tesan Upasamosuko. That is sufficient. Done. Iti imasmim sati idamoti imassa upada idam pajjati. Iti imasmim asati idam nahoti. Imassa nirodha idam nirujjati. Nothing more is required. Like that, any one-liners is sufficient. Done. No need. No need of longer explanation. Or Asajji telling Sariputta. Sufficient. For Sariputta, it was sufficient. Doesn't have to really go and recite or do anything. Understood. Okay. He was Sotapanna. Listening to that, he understood. How did he do that? because he was either Vipachitanyo or Ugatitanyo. So first I need to see whether I am a Padaparma or a Neya or a Vipachitanyo. If I don't even know where I am, that is going to be a problem. So the test for me is Ajjata Bahida shouldn't be there. So it keeps on increasing. Ajjata Bahida will just come and go, then it will stay for a long time. So the Sati starts developing. Then the first Indriya to develop is Sati Indriya, then the Virya Indriya, Saddha Indriya, Adi Indriya. The last Indriya which will get developed completely is which one? Panya. With that, immediately, just immediately, Bala will be there. Satta Bodhjanga, you will experience it starting with Sati Sambodhjanga till Upekha. You are in Upekha. Vedana will get into Upekha. Now you have a singular one, not a plural one. Ariyo, Attangiko, Maggo. The single one. Now you know you have got the right view, a proper view. Samadhitti. Because you have Samadhitti, Samma Sankappo will have. Because you have Samma Sankappo, already you have taken care of Vacha, Kammanto, Ajivo. Then, or becoming Sotapanna itself. Now Vayama has got developed. Sati has got developed. Samadhi has got developed. So other two will get developed now. That is Samma Jnana Vimukti. Done. So 37 factors of awakening, and now I am an awakened person. As Sotapanna I am awakened. As Sakadagami I am awakened. Anagami I am awakened. And at Arhat I am completely awakened. No more sleeping. And that's all it is. We are at 9:30 and Lasanta had to go, and we covered 1 hour without giving you any option to ask any question. I don't know what does Lasanta has to say, because anyway he asked me to close at 9:30, closing at 9:30. Sorry Lasanta, I did not give you a chance to ask me anything.
No, it's okay, Vilas. It's very fine to listen to you. That it actually without knowing 1 hour has gone. So it was keep on listening to you, and it was very nice desana listening. And I don't have any question to ask. Actually, it is very clear to me. Thank you very much.
No problem.
Yeah, but we can talk. I mean, if there is any question, we can talk something little bit. Below that, that the online teaching program, I have a student at 10. He's from USA. Then anyway, I have to get ready for 10.
Yeah, sure.
Because yeah, okay. Anyway, we can take some time. Actually, 10 to 15 minutes. Then I can stay with you if you have any. Any. How can I say that joint discussion?
Sure. Nayak, do you have anything to discuss? If not, we can close.
Okay, let's discuss tomorrow. I have to go through this. Have you recorded this?
Yes, I have recorded. I'll share it.
Okay. Okay, please share it. Then we'll go through it again. And if there are questions, of course, I will ask them tomorrow. Then, okay, for the discussion. Yeah. So
Tomorrow,
please share
tomorrow, I am not in Bangalore, so we will meet on Monday.
Okay, next time.
Monday.
Okay.
Monday night.
Monday.
Okay, night. Good. We can take it up.
Right.
Okay. Then good night, and Tervan Sarnai will meet on Monday.
Okay. Yeah. Tervan Sarnai.
Yeah, Tervan Sarnai. Thank you.
Okay.